I didn't take you as one who engaged in gossip, Sibelian.
Does he speak true?
He does. Iridikron may be lying low, but he still poses a significant threat to Azeroth. I will coordinate the Black Talon's efforts to track him down. Even Iridikron can't evade them forever.
Indeed. I must admit, your agents have impressed me far more than I expected. With rare exception, I never placed much stock in mortals beforehand. You have quite the way with their kind.
I suppose I do. My time in the Dragon Isles was a grand adventure, but not the homecoming I'd hoped for. I've often felt that I share more in common with mortals than with dragons, and feared that I belong among neither. I thought that here, in the land of my ancestors, I'd find something I was lacking, that by becoming an aspect I could prove who and what I truly am. If not to the world, then at least to myself. But I see now that I never had anything to prove. My place is among both mortals and dragons. That is my strength, not my failing. It's who I am. Who I've always been.
Well said. You walk a path I never could, Wrathion. Take pride in it. And should that path lead you back to the Dragon Isles, I hope it does feel like a homecoming.
We shall see. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, finally got Sarkret down so I can hand in the quest. Now, you can hand in the quest in one of two places. Either right here on the right by the steps of Aberrus, or back in Loam. Abyssian's there, he could hand it in here. But back in Loam, you don't have... Emberthal's not standing there, Wrathion and Sibelian aren't standing there. So, we wanted to have the whole gang here for what we're about to do, and, some extra folks drop by. Now, my understanding is... when I hand this in, there's going to be a quest to pick up where you go back in. And that's what I'm here to do. If people would stop putting their mounts on top of characters, it'd be awesome. Now, what I didn't do after the Sarkret fight is I did have the 3 tomes, because we had taken down Neltharion 3 times. I got the 3 tomes of the Earthwater, which allow you to skip in normal, to skip bosses in normal, which you hand into Wrathion. So I handed them into Wrathion after taking Sarkret down, and there was an option to click on something, which I didn't, and then I left the area, and I was like, I didn't get my cutscene. And I was like, oh. And if you've watched my stream before, you know that I always click on... Well, I click on characters multiple times to see if there's additional dialogue, and I always click on Wrathion because it amuses me. And I didn't get my cutscene. But my understanding is when you go back into Aberrus, that option's there again. I'm going to be taking Sarkret down again. This is not the last time. So I'll be able to see it at the end of the raid at some point. If not here, then during an LFR. There's some additional dialogue that happens at the end of it that, I don't know if that's an option when you go into Aberrus now, but Wrathion's like, Sibelian and I have things to think about. He says something to that effect, and then you have the option to click on what is basically, it says, what will happen to Sarkret now? And that you click on, and then you see the cutscene. If you don't know what happens during that boss battle, is Sarkret's there, he's down in a chamber that you dive down into, and you start seeing Faceless, you're seeing Void, you're seeing Agents of the Void down there. You had just fought, this is a spoiler if you haven't done of it, Echo and Neltharion, you just fought him, who says, I'm the Whisper in the Dark, so you realize this is who's been responsible for the Whispers, but when you kill him, you find out it's not Neltharion, it's a Faceless one. And the portal that you fight Sarkret in, Sarkret gets up, goes through 3 phases. And he changes in the second phase. He looks up at a window with a face, kind of a face. This debate whether it's Deathwing's face, whether it's Yogg-Saron's face, like, or Yasharj's face, or like an old god's face, or maybe a Void Lord. There's still debate there. No one knows what it is. But he looks up the first time, and then he gets charged with void energy. The third phase, the window shatters. So when we go in there, that window's going to be shattered. I can't show it to you, but you can look it up and you can see it online. It's all over the place. Lots of speculation. He shatters the window, and he's basically in his final form. Total void nightmare. And I'm mentioning all of this now because from the Neltharion fight on, you get now what's happening is the focus is changing, and I think it's very important for what we witness and what we experience after, and what we don't witness, what we don't. This is not last time I'll be doing this, but on Arlaeya it's important. So Aberrus, the Shadow Crucible. Speak with Abyssian at Aberrus approach. You can also speak to him in low, but you don't get to see the whole crew. I have no interest in following my brother. Well, this you get even before you go in. I have no interest in following my brothers within Aberrus, but I continue to care for their safety. Neltharion fell so deeply into madness that his secret stronghold is no doubt filled with any number of unspeakable dangers. Go with them, Arlaeya. Stand with them. They will need your support in what's to come. When you hand in the tomes to Wrathion, tomes of the Earthbinder, the quest, they no longer have it here. But the quest says something to the effect of, I send something from something, I forget what it was, but it's something familiar. You realize that's void related. It's never spelled out. In fact, well, when we get there, when we view the cutscene, I'll go into that too. But there is some dialogue here. Emberthal doesn't have anything to say. Sibelian has something to say, but I don't think it's much.
And you are?
What is it, Arlaeya? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm Arlaeya. Wrathion, what do you have to say?
I will claim my rightful place.
Oh, Arlaeya, my apologies. I was preoccupied. Was there something you needed? So, hey,
Until next time.
something on your mind, Wrathion? You've been through a lot lately. What's bugging you? What's bugging you, friend? So, but here we go, Abyssian.
It is good to see you.
It is always good to see you. So there's actually already another quest. Waiting. What have you learned earlier? There was a week, if you had completed Aberrus, you weren't able to do the follow-up quest for about a week, I believe. So, the way that it came out. So people weren't able to do the return back in for a while, which I think also upset some folks, but we'll get into that. So Aberrus, Shadow Crucible, Sarkareth.
Be careful.
Ooh, okay. I get stuff. I never imagined Sarkareth would have gone to such lengths to seize power. Thank you, Arlaeya. Complete quest.
The winds guide you.
Look at that in a second. I just want to look at this piece here. Enchanted Worm, Shadow Flame Crest. It's for recipes. So, I mean, I'll see what I can do with that. I can only really make one piece of equipment, and that's my alchemist stone. But here we go. Sarkareth is no more. His hubris left him vulnerable to the dark influences that have assaulted our flight for millennia, just like Neltharion before him. I believe Emberthal seeks more answers than what Wrathion and Sibelian are able to give. She may need some assistance. Speak to Wrathion or Sibelian. So I'm going to accept.
Aspects watch over you.
Sarkareth.
I am sorry for the friend you lost.
As you said, he chose his path. And yet, though he was deeply misguided, Sarkareth deserves a farewell that befits the Drakthir he once was.
Of course. I will go with you to the place he fell.
There are still dangers remaining in Aberrus. We should not let them travel alone.
Agreed. Champion, will you join us? This is a path best walked together.
Hey, wait. I didn't talk to either one of you. Okay. Pardon me, pardon me, pardon me. Just following these guys in. Oh, I have to speak to one of them to go in. Sibelian, I'm still mad at you. Okay, I need to also put my stuff back.
Is there something you wish to discuss?
My black talons push our advantage, but the conflict rages inside. Prepare yourself. What does Sibelian have to say?
Azeroth faces many threats.
Steel yourself, Arlaeya. Aberrus has darkness within and without. Okay, I'm not going.
I am the future of the Black Dragonflight.
Shut up, Sibelian. Okay, I am ready to enter.
Learn from the past.
Look to the future. All right. Oh, we're buddying up again. Okay. Cool. Sibelian.
Tell me of Azeroth.
Not right now, Sibelian. Wrathion.
Speak your mind.
Ah, okay, good. He's still preoccupied. Can you tell me what happened in here? So now I can view the, presumably, I can view the ending cinematic. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just, there's a whole bunch of black talons before I do this. No one I can talk to. The whole crew's here. Interesting. Alright. Tell me what happened here.
The Black Dragonflight will be redeemed.
I have to poison up and everything.
I was your loyal soldier, Father. Did I not uphold your legacy? Was it all just an illusion? Empty promises, leading us only to oblivion.
So good. I got my cutscene that has me in it. That's what I look forward to. Not everything has to be a Michael Bay movie. Not everything has to be... There's a very specific story that's being told in 10.5. And it's not necessarily about Sarkareth. It's what Sarkareth represents. And it's what Sarkareth represents within the Black Dragonflight. And with these two in particular. In the quest for power, going too far. Both of them are fighting for power for different reasons. I see a lot of, I've gone into it before that I don't think Wrathion wanted to be the aspect to be the one in charge and on top, of course. I think he wanted it because it was the only means to do what he wanted to accomplish, which is redeem the Black Dragonflight, restore their place, and he felt he was the only one who could do it because all these years he was the only one doing it. And he feels things like defeating N'Zoth earned him the right there. And there was really no one to challenge him. Abyssian didn't want it, which, one would argue qualifies Abyssian more. And I actually agree on that. But there are more details, and later as we go into this, the follow-ups to this, I think it ended well. But as far as the ending cinematic for this, yeah, they were quiet. They didn't say anything, because there they were in an area, and if you're in the raid, they talk about what is this place. And it's quite clear. It's a portal to the... there's a summoning circle. So it's clearly a means to communicate with the void, or as a portal to the void, one way, two way, who knows. What it was being used for, we don't know. We know Sarkareth was using it to access the power of the void, because that's what the whole fight is about. And whatever was happening there, it was still active. It was still doing its thing. And what I read that whole part is, it's a much bigger deal than we thought. It's a much bigger issue. Sarkareth is going blindly into this thing, believing it's his right because he has no purpose otherwise. But he now basically cracked a window and opened something up to the void. So, and I think one of the criticism is you have a resident expert on the old gods and the void, and he says nothing about it. He says nothing during the cutscene. He definitely says something before it, to the effect of, what is this? And he can't not know or recognize it. He even says with the tomes of the Earthwater, something familiar. He has some idea what's happening. But I think the full scope has only just hit them, like, right now. Following, like, right then with Sarkareth's death and what happened. And when they're quiet, they're looking down at Sarkareth, realizing that could have been us. Because we heard the whispers, they were getting to us. Some of us are more willing to go along with Echo of Neltharion than others. Subbellion. He's a little bit too gung-ho there until he realized he does have limits. But that they realized that could have been them. That could just as easily have been them. It wasn't, though. It wasn't. And that's an important distinction. Because by the time they get to fighting Sarkareth, by the time they get to fighting Echo Neltharion, they're like, we messed up. We shouldn't be here. This is not a good idea. And yeah. They realize, Wrathion realizes what's going on before Subbellion does, but that's to be expected. So anyway, yeah, so now we're back in Aberrus, and I had no problem with that ending because this is the follow-up. I realize a lot of folks don't read the quest dialogue. They don't play with the sound on. So they don't know that was just, like, the end of the battle, that cutscene was just like a paragraph at the end of a chapter. We're not done yet. I don't think that whole thing with the void and that room or whatever is the end of this by a long shot. And I will touch upon that in a minute. We're just going to go through this now. I have to talk to Wrathion again. So.
Do you trust me?
Sometimes. Here we are, Arlaeya. I admit that the Black Dragonflight's legacy is rife with moments that many would deem disreputable, vicious, or even vile. So understand the weight of my words when I say that the contents of this edifice may be the worst.
Every action has consequences.
Here we go. This is what I was waiting for. Alright, here we go. Strap yourself in. My friend, you know me better than anyone. You were there when I came into being. My birth was anything but natural. I was crafted, much as the creatures in here were crafted. Many died painful, tragic deaths so that I could live. He's being nice, because I'm literally standing right there and was responsible. This callousness towards the living is something I wish to eradicate. Take this and use it to destroy any intact specimen tanks we encounter. Nothing deserves to suffer like this. Destroy 7 specimen tanks with the black talon napalm. We're making napalm now, okay. So this right here, my friend, you know me better than anyone. You were there when I came into being. I don't think you get that unless you've done the quest in the Badlands. It doesn't make sense unless you have. And yeah. Anyway. Destroy 7 specimen tanks.
Azeroth faces many threats.
There's also another thing that I want to see. There's another thing I want to see if it comes up.
Can I trust you?
A traitors do. These sycophants shame themselves in the Black Dragonflight. It is clear that they are willing to die in service of my father's dark machinations. Let us not disappoint them. Defeat the Neltharion loyalists. Alright, I'm doing because it needs to be done. But you know, Civilian,
on my own.
kind of a dick. Alright. So I guess we're going in as a team. Cool. We haven't done that in a while. Certainly not together. So we've got some Black Talons. Do you have any other thing to say?
Been too long away.
Okay. We will never erase this mark on our legacy, but there is no way forward while they yet live.
My return
Buddy?
was absolutely crucial.
We need to end this here. Alright.
Until next time.
So, none of these folks talk to us. They are all Black Talons. There's an anvil. There's really nothing I can do with that, so. What do we got on this side? It's a map of the Dragon Isles, by the way, which is cool. So we have this. And if you, what is that? That looks like a, oh, we've seen things like that. That, and actually during the Echo and Neltharion fight, those things come out of portals, come out of void portals. So, and here's a whole bunch of them. Yep. What fun. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, boys.
I knew of Deathwing's corruption when I was still in the shell, but I had no idea how deeply it ran.
Father pursued his goals with relentless conviction. He was never fond of half measures.
A trait you admired?
In some ways, yes. But now, seeing what it can lead to, I am less certain.
You better be far less certain than that, my boy. That's not good. So yeah, so if you didn't know, Wrathion was actually conscious of things while he was in his egg. Don't know if that's a standard dragon trait. When he presents it at the start of Fangs of the Father, he makes it seem like dragons are conscious in their shell. So he states as a fact of dragons. But here he's stating it for Sibelian. As if it's not, I don't know. But basically, I didn't know how bad. I knew he was messed up. I didn't know how messed up. So we got more Black Talons. None of them want to talk to you. So I mean, what's cool here is you do get to see inside the raid, without raid stuff. You get to get a good view of what's going on. You don't really get to look around while you're that's what you see in the loading screen. If you see on top the dragon head drooling lava, you see on the load is what you see on the loading screen for Aberrus. Some more of these beastlings.
Sirs,
Your report?
Loyalists remain in the experiments wing, and the laboratories are still infested with warped beasts.
And the other wing?
We're holding against the Jarradin, but it is still heavily contested.
Thank you, Kavya.
Now Kavya, she's a void elf, which I thought
Come
was.
then, let us speak.
Stay alert, Arlaeya. There are more to contend with than just the Neltharion loyalists. So Kavya, she's Talon-struck Kavya.
Loyal.
She holds some level of rank in Wrathion's forces. I don't recall her being in previous expansions. Like left and right, yeah, they've been there forever. Literally like since Pandaria. That's where you first saw them. But Kavya, I think, is new this expansion. She's a void elf, which I thought was kind of odd that there are void elves, considering void might be something, Black dragons might want to avoid the void. avoid. But apparently he's okay with it. So it's interesting. I don't know if it's going to play a role later, but it'd be interesting. But anyway, Kavya is you get to specifically speak to her twice as part of the quest line. Both in Waking Shores, doing the Black Dragonflight questline. The first time you speak to her is in Obsidian Bulwark. Yes. She's one of the people you have to speak to get a report on the Jarden. You get to speak to her again at the Obsidian Citadel. You are asked by, I can't remember her name, but she's Dragonkin, to speak to both sides to get their opinions on Sibelian and Wrathion. And she gives her opinion on Wrathion, basically saying he does the things that no one else wants to do that has to be done. You could agree with her, disagree with her or not. It's not very straightforward, but yeah. So she has an important role in this. I don't know how important, but she's a named character. He even says thanks, Kavya. So she plays an important role. How important, we don't know yet, but she's clearly someone in command of groups and reporting on groups. So what do? We go forward. That's what we do. We can't talk to anyone else. Did I lose? Okay, hey Wrathion, I thought I lost you for a second. They don't say anything.
Can I trust you?
Yeah. Alright.
Such twisted malevolence. The air is thick with it.
That ends today. This is the final culling.
Was it like this when you hatched? Were the others truly so far gone?
Worse. They weren't haunted echoes he'd left behind. They were devoted followers of the bleak future he'd led them to.
So yeah, I don't know if they're going to mention it. Let's get them off the steps before we start fighting them. Oh, there's a track there. Okay, cool. So, oh, the Drakthir and Neltharion loyalists. Okay, so we're fighting them. Cool. I say cool like. So they don't say anything different now, right?
And you are?
No, they still say the same thing.
Mistakes were made. I am here to correct them.
So we're not going that direction. We're going this direction. So yeah, there's a reason. This kind of follows up on why it, and you don't really know about it. They mention it. You do hear about it, that at some point Wrathion was responsible for basically slaughtering other black dragons because they were corrupted. Bascalon is one of Sibelian's crew who mentions that. He actually says something to the effect of adventurers, even that self-proclaimed Black Prince, slaughtered us rather than try to help us. And he's calling you out because you would have killed some black dragons along the way anyway. And he's calling Wrathion out because Wrathion specifically hired a rogue to go kill black dragons. So this is why I'm also making sure that I wear this transmog when I'm in here. Anyway, onward. Let's fight some things. Let's give them something to hit.
I don't have a target.
Any of you got heals? No? Okay. Who's tanking? Sibelian our tank? I can make them go stealth! Okay, I'm being very silly, but I mean, I could make them go stealth before. Okay, let's all be stealthy, guys. Let's do this. Hey, what the F?
I need a target.
Then you gonna heal me, huh? No one got heals? Fine, it's okay. It's okay, it's fine. It's all good. I know this part is the part where I tend to die during the raid. One of the parts where I tend to die on trash. Let's go stealth, guys. Oh, I can't.
I need to get closer.
Oh, we still have one left, huh? Okay. There's a quest over there. Alright.
What is this?
Drain Jarden. If you've done, well, you had to have done the raid if you haven't seen this part. If you've done the raid, you know what's going on here with this. So. The Jarden's body is gaunt and wasted, its life energy siphoned away by the hungry machines that power this dark laboratory. I will decide on which one to go with eventually. Perhaps there are other Jarden imprisoned here that can be spared from this horror. Free the imprisoned Jarden. Well, this is going to be interesting, because...
The Jarden are ruthless adversaries of our flight. But to be imprisoned and have their life siphoned away... It is too cruel a fate. Even for our enemies.
How long have they been here?
Long enough. I've been too long away.
On about. So, we're going to release
We are not
Jarden.
bound by the shadows of our past.
You're not coming with me, civilian? Okay. Sorry, just checking. Why am I tanking? Well, I mean, civilian is technically a mage wielding a polearm.
I don't have a target.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Because I wanted to. What's on here? Okay, nothing I can interact with. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how the Jarden react to being...
I need a target.
to being released, because they don't react well to sympathy or empathy. If I die, let it be about... Thank you, Wrathion. You didn't give them much of a chance.
These pitiful creatures. Did Father truly hold so little regard for life?
He cared only about forging a future in which the Black Dragonflight would be dominant.
As I have done.
You are not him, civilian. You wish to see our kind thrive, not dominate. It is an admirable pursuit.
Thank you, Wrathion. But I must do better.
Yes, you do. But that's a nice little scene. See, they're working shit out. They're working things out. They're working things out. And clearly the Jarden don't want to be... They'll be free, but they don't want to. They'd rather die in battle than in a cage. But they're not going to fight on our side. So...
I need a target.
Guys, you didn't even let me get in there. Sheesh. Alright. Let's go. Onward.
I don't have a target.
I want to see something.
It's too far away.
Its civilian fights like a fire maid, kinda.
I need a target.
Wrathion has some, he does some sort of magic attack and then just uses a sword. Alright.
I don't have a target.
I got a lockbox? What? I don't lockbox, really? It's unexpected. Ooh. 292 item. Finger. What am I gonna do with that? I guess I could throw it to my priest. Yeah, they don't even give me a chance to, like... We could have tried talking. Just saying.
It seems our fates
No,
are
he's-
intertwined.
So civilian has both quests, right? So okay, we're still doing honor bound,
Very
which I
well.
believe is
We will meet again later.
the Black Dragonflight is defined by our actions, not our accomplishments. Oh, there's some growth there, civilian.
I will claim my rightful place.
Sorry about the outside noise. The traders
I am
do.
the future of the Black Dragonflight.
Wrathion's Black Talon may not be frontline soldiers, but they should be able to take care of the rest. Okay. I'll hit
My
complete on that.
wits are my own. Tell me of Azeroth.
I'm still waiting for. That's.
Very
I
We will
believe.
meet again later.
We're right here. Freeing the Jarden. I think. I mean, do I not have to kill any more of them? I mean, I'm gonna kill them. Why not? I'm not gonna get to fight with these guys that often, you know? It's cool.
I need a target.
Don't I still have to napalm shit? Yes. Yes, that's what I do still have a quest for Wrathion. I haven't napalmed anything.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
Give me a chance, dudes. Alright. Okay, I think that's one of the things I have to do.
I need to get closer.
I mean, I don't have to, but... Okay, I believe these are the things I have to napalm. Alright, let's take care of it. So, I mean, what I really like about this quest is, you know, what happens after the raid? Don't I have to napalm something? Specimen tanks destroy. Oh, okay, here we go. Oops, let me get back. I'm like, no, you're not gonna help me?
Target.
Alright, let's clear. Hey boys, you're so badass. Killing everything, go for it.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
I'm just gonna kill everything in the room first before I take on those things in the tanks. Ow! Guys, you really didn't bring any healing? I mean, I got a self-heal, but you know, like, real.
I need a target.
No heals for me, huh? Alright. I see how it goes. How are they doing? Oh, they're not taking any damage at all.
I don't have a target.
Alright, so here we have another... This should be the...
I need a target.
Nope, left me no time whatsoever to do that. So let's go back here, and we'll start blowing up this shit for Wrathion.
I don't have a target.
All right, another one.
It is too far away.
We need to get it.
I didn't mean to click on you.
I need a target.
Alright, we got this. I'm basically just clearing everything out. For no reason. Why not? I want to fight with these dudes. I don't get a chance to do so again.
I don't have a target.
So we need to hit 3 more specimen tanks. And this room, I've died in so many times. That's what the slimes are. Ugh, God, this the slimes are doing on the floor. I hate it. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I guess you can't free any more of them? That sucks. No more. We're not. I guess there's the extent of our mercy, eh? Can't free any more Jordan.
I need to get closer.
Oh, seriously? Oh, dudes. And they disappeared with me. Okay, what happens if you die? At least I don't have anything smart ass to say. Let me repair my armor. Oops. I was being careless. I was just being careless. I'm here, might as well sell some shit, right? Don't mind me. Hero occasionally screws up. These two had no heals, it's not my fault. I'm letting me tank, and I'm a rogue. Rogues can't tank. Rogues shouldn't tank. It's really big. Hi Kavi, how you doing? Oh well. Enemies respawn. So maybe we won't be killing everything in every room. I just want to get a look at that. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the mic. There we go. That's cool. Onward. See? We're just gonna bypass all of them. I don't think it's stealth. They respawn. Surprise! They respawn. Don't mind us. I don't think I can aggro them anyway. It sucks you can't free more Jarden though. Okay. Oh. I mean, this respawns too. But I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do. And I'm gonna continue along, ignoring the fact that they respawn. If I have to go back, I have to go back. We're just gonna continue onward. Hey, gold is gold, man. So yeah, in this room is usually where I curse about the slimes. Oh wait, I can. Oh, hello. Alright, hold on. So, can I bomb from a distance? Is that what it's... I don't think so. No. No. So, why is it specimen tank? Alright, fine. I don't know. I'm assuming there's more in this room. I'll find them in this room. Oh yeah, there is. There are a lot of black talons. I also want to see if you destroy the specimen tank. If you don't kill it, like if these things will take damage outside of the tank, and they do.
It's too far away.
So this is the slime room that totally sucks. When you're doing the dungeon. Alright. That didn't work. Wrathion wasn't even paying attention to what was going on. They're all fighting us over here. Alright, fine. So I need to take out one more specimen tank. Oh, there's one right over here. Alright. Really? Apparently you have to be like right on top of it. Alright. There you go.
I'm out of range.
You seem familiar.
I need to get closer. I need a target.
Come now.
I'm not trying to talk to you, I'm trying to loot. Let me loot. Alright.
We are not bound by the shadows of our past.
Let's go up here. I'll hand it in time. I'll hand these in. I want to be in the boss room. Alright, so.
You stand before the rightful heir.
May they find the honor and death that was denied to them in life. I think, yes, that's for the Jarden.
My return was absolutely crucial.
Yeah, sure. Alright, Wrathion.
I have been expecting you.
Finally, the suffering of these abominations has come to an end.
The blood.
Disgusting creatures. Unnatural aberrations.
They had no choice or agency in their creation. Neither did I.
Wrathion, I did not mean.
Do I disgust you as well?
We have not known each other long, but I can see that you are every bit the dragon I am. If I have ever made you feel otherwise, I am truly sorry.
Well, thank you, Sibelian.
If I've ever made you feel that way, dude, you flat out told him your father. Now, yes, we know, we have a good idea that it was to, he admitted as much, that Wrathion is easy to rile up. If you have not been getting this, I mean, assuming that you read dialogue and you know enough of the story and the history in the background, if you have not gotten the impression by now that Wrathion has some insecurities when it comes to his creation, and his place. This kind of brings it all together. Especially given the way these two have been fighting the whole time. I'm glad Sibelian apologized. Sibelian flat out told him he was disposable. So yeah. But, you know, he's apologizing, so we'll let it go. I'll let it go. Still side-eyeing the hell out of him, but yeah, we'll let it go. Alright, so, into the dark. My Black Talon forces continue to secure the laboratory, but I think we are done here, Arlaeya. We have secured some slither drakes to take us down to the central platform. From there we can continue below, to where Sarkareth fell. I am certain Abyssian and Emberthal will benefit from our presence. Meet with Abyssian and Emberthal in the room at the bottom of the laboratory. So, we're not going to do the other wing, apparently, which is fine. I think we've dealt with what we need to do with. I think the focus on the experiments here was kind of the point of the story in particular. I mean, we got enough of the Jarden part of it, of they were basically being used as batteries to fuel all this crap that was going on here. And we got to confront some of the issues that these two have been dealing with. Some pretty big issues. So, okay, let's accept.
Never let your... There are some serpent drakes stationed at the top of the experiment wing for us, champion. They should see us safely to the lower platform.
Tell me of Azeroth.
Okay, there's no extra dialogue. So this should be Slither Drake. What did you call them? Serpent Drakes? Okay. Oh, there they are. Okay, don't mind us. Just coming along. You don't get to talk to anyone? So y'all get to ride one? You guys not gonna your dragons though. But let's, you know, we don't really get to look around during the raid, so I'm gonna spend a couple of minutes here looking at this area. Holy crap. That's a lot of things to keep things in. This is where you fight the failed experiments that a Drakthir is in here. So apparently there were a lot of those. And yeah, this doesn't get any better, does it? Okay. Let's ride our serpent drakes. Oh good, I didn't fall in fire. Because part of this raid is a lot of falling in fire. Alright. Is anyone to talk to here? Sure don't miss out on any dialogue. Because pretty sure this isn't repeatable on the same character, so I want to make sure I get everything. Alright. Okay, come on guys. Just want to note the name Edge of Oblivion. It's about as ominous as it should sound. Again, you don't get to look around too much while you're raiding. Nope. No one I can... No one to talk to. Alright. So... we'll take a look at this. I mean, you've got candles along. It already looks a little sus. Let's look at these frescoes or murals. This is clearly Deathwing-ish but he didn't have the elementium jaw yet, so it makes you wonder. How he knew he'd look this way. But it could also be stylized too. But I do have a theory on that. And if you did the new tier quest, it ties into that. Over here we have this take on Atlas. Neltharion feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. And this is clearly the single continent on Azeroth of Kalimdor before the Sundering. So, now what we have in here, it's a long drop down. So let's go. I don't know what you land in water, so you don't die right away. Why did I die? Why did I die? Why did I die? You're not supposed to die in here. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. So how do I go down? Oh. I'm already down there. They flew us down here. I'm supposed to go through the door, not jump down here. By the way, don't jump down there. Or I dropped down there, I jumped down there and ended up here. Anyway, I don't know what happened. Whatever the case is, be careful because you might die. But let's look in here. I think this is the water. You can't dive. Yeah, it's not very deep. There's my corpse, though. So, apparently, I did die in the water. I don't know. These are like big candle reflections. What's going on? It's a little weird. It's a little weird. I don't know what's going on. Wrathion's not coming in the water with us. Not gonna come in here? Not gonna come in the big voidy pool? Not gonna swim with us? Why? Why is he making purple splashes? We all are. We all are. We all are. He just is making more of them. Alright. Alright. Yay! Let's all swim in some is Wrathion still in the water? I don't think we should leave him there, but yeah, there he is. Okay, cool. Let's head forward. I don't know what happened. I don't know why I died, but anyway.
I confess, this is the last place I wanted to revisit.
I could say the same for this entire facility.
Well then, let us get this over with.
Just checking my sound. I don't know when the cutscene, because there's another cutscene. I don't know when it kicks in. Let's look at the door. Oh wait, there is some art down here. Sorry. I said let's get this over with, but I did want to look at this art on the walls. Because again, when you're raiding, you don't really get a chance to look at it. So this is definitely the Deathwing elementium. Like, this is definitely Deathwing. He's got, like, the whole chest thing going on. He's got the metal jaw. So this is definitely Deathwing lording over Azeroth. But that's the single continent. But then why does Deathwing look like Deathwing? Now, it could just be, you know, devs making it recognizable and not taking into account that he didn't look like that yet. But I have another theory. I'm just looking out, like, this is all void shit out here. This is all, like, you went down. Why are you seeing sky? Why are you seeing stars? It doesn't make sense. But I have a theory, and it's going to tie in to the tier quest. So this is the window that Sarkareth broke. You can't see what it looks like before, but trust me on this. This is where the final battle happens. You ready? Oh look, there's a nice handy portal. Alright. They just jump right on down. Okay. Not gonna wait. Can't talk.
Can I trust you?
Can't talk to them. There's Sarkareth. There's Emberthal. Let's take a look around. So up there, you see chains, but the question is, what were the chains? Was the idea to capture something in here? To release something in here? And someone had pointed out this is not Titan architecture, so if it was holding an old god or a void lord, they're not the ones who did it. Also around here, this script, Taliesin pointed this out the other day. This is Black Empire script. This is a summoning circle. This is a summoning circle. This is a summoning circle. And this is what Sarkareth was reaching out to at the end of the cutscene. So these kind of look like eyes, don't they? There's voidy stuff below. It's cracked. Again, a lot of people said, well, why didn't they comment on this? It's just not an elephant in the room. It's a big gigantic portal to, like, void land. No one's saying anything. But I don't think you have to say anything. It is what it is. You see it. It's clearly a bigger problem than what was originally thought when folks went into the Dragon Isles. What can be done about it? No one knows. No one knows what to say. Anyway, let's finish this up.
These are trying times.
Good, you have made it. I could use your help, Arlaeya.
We must rise above our own conflict before we can soar.
Oh, there's more to do. Okay. All the broken pieces. Emberthal is in mourning. In truth, she has been grieving for Sarkareth for some time now. The way forward for her is for her to determine. We can only be here to support her along the way. There are shards of Sarkareth's signet scattered all over this room. Would you gather them? I believe she would appreciate the gesture. Collect the shards of Sarkareth's signet.
Aspects watch over you.
Dang. Okay, these two allow you to talk to them now. They're willing to talk to you now. Emberthal is in no mood to speak just yet. Yeah, I guess.
It is good to see you.
What have you learned, Arlaeya?
The winds guide you.
What do they say?
You seem
What is it,
familiar.
Arlaeya? I think he's just...
Speak your mind.
He's still preoccupied. Alright.
Learn from the past. Look.
Okay, so they're sparkly, they're easy to find. I only need to find 3. Okay. Alright.
May his name be ever remembered.
After what he has done, why treat him with such respect?
He was Drakthir, and his memory will be a lesson. Instead of helping our people heal, he led many to despair and ruin, chasing the illusion of Neltharion's power.
If only Sarkareth had taken Deathwing's tragedy to heart, and understood that his legacy was poisoned long ago.
It is time for the Drakthir to make our own path.
Where do you hope it will lead?
Far from the shadows of the past that have haunted us, and free to build a legacy of our own. To a future you inspired me to believe in, Abyssian.
Even the most painful moments have something to teach us.
Neltharion was my teacher, my father, and my commander. I aspired to lead the flight as he would have, unable, or perhaps unwilling, to acknowledge the true malignancy of his vision.
I never knew Neltharion. Only Deathwing, invading my nightmares, reveling in the certainty that I would become as twisted as he was.
That is not who you are, my brother.
I thought my destiny was to guide our flight to its future. And I shall, but simply as myself, not as an aspect.
Nor shall I seek that mantle.
It would seem your days of hiding are over for good.
I am humbled. May your trust and faith in me guide my every step. For today, we emerge from all the shadows that sought to sow doubt and shame within us. The Black Dragonflight's legacy is ours to create.
And that's why I'm cutscene ready now. Because I do want to see myself in that scene. I don't think you can replay this. You know, let's get rid of my poison warning. So, folks who complained that the original cutscene was too short and nothing much happened, this is the real ending cutscene to the raid. That's part one of it. Because clearly there was a bigger... You had to go through everything else, even leading up to this. So, I have no problem with it. I had no problem with it even before I started this. Find out that they support Abyssian being the aspect. And I support Abyssian being the aspect. But I had one other condition whenever, like, from the start. I was like... I mean, if it can't go to Abyssian, I guess I'll support Wrathion, but Wrathion needs frickin' help from Abyssian. Wasn't sure how Sibelian would fit in. I wasn't sure if I trust him. Still don't entirely do, though I feel slightly better about him. I'm still mad about him for other reasons. But yeah, but there was still one thing about Abyssian, because Abyssian hasn't led dragons. Abyssian has been out of touch with most of the world, because he was in High Mountain, hiding. And I felt the ideal situation, not that they would be co-rule. I don't think it's a question of rule. No one's talking about ruling. Their goal is to be different than Neltharion, but not like 3 aspects. Not that. But that one would be in charge with the other 2 acting as consultants. That was kind of always where I was with this, and this is what I always wanted. Now, has that happened? Well, we still have more to this quest, so we're going to finish it now, before I comment on that. And looks like there's a nice portal waiting at the end.
There is honor in service.
A legacy reforged. Grief is a painful burden to bear. It warms my heart to see Emberthal emerge from her sorrow and focus on her people. The pain of her loss will ebb in due time. We need to inform Alexstrasza and the others of what has transpired here, and of the future of the Black Dragonflight. With all that you've done to ensure that we have a chance at a future, I would like you to be there. Meet Abyssian at the seat of the aspects of Valdrak. I can't talk to anyone else, can I? I can still talk to they probably said the same shit. Let's see.
And you are? Mistakes were
made. Still preoccupied. Yeah, okay, civilian. Alright, onward. Alright.
I am glad you are here.
Let's accept.
We must rise above our own conflict before we can soar.
What have you learned, Arlaeya? I wish that some dialogue would change after things, but no. So let's go to Valdrakken. I believe we have more cutscene. I know we have more cutscene. Ah, there you are. I just got through the portal. Be patient. What Abyssian said was, there you are. We did not wish to begin without you, Arlaeya. Aw. I see Wrathion. Where the hell was Abyssian? Wrathion, where are they? I don't see them. Do you see them? You still preoccupied?
Is there something you wish to discuss?
I don't know. You preoccupied? Okay. What does Calicap to say? I don't see Abyssian. I don't see Alexstrasza. And I see Alexstrasza. Huge in red.
This world is full of wonder.
Yeah, okay, Calic. You still say that. Alright. Oh, good. They're all here now. Okay, cool. I was like, where the hell are they? Civilian. Same thing, right?
Too
Yep.
long away.
Yes, thank you for waiting. Are you ready to begin? I didn't take that long. Sheesh.
Aspects watch over you.
Alright. I'm going to turn myself off. I can comment later.
These are trying times. We must rise above our own conflict before we can soar.
Welcome home, my friends. What news from Aberrus?
Neltharion's abominations have been eradicated. Sadly, not before Sarkareth succumbed to corruption and had to be struck down.
A heavy price to pay, but a reminder of the cost of seeking power.
That is a lesson each of us has had to learn.
Indeed, my brother. And by confronting the darkness of our flight's past, we have found its future.
As I had hoped you would. Tell me.
We believe Abyssian is the right choice to lead us.
His wisdom and compassion will pave a new path forward for us all.
I agree. And do you accept this charge, Abyssian?
I am honored to do so, but I will require my general and my diplomat at my side.
Then let it be so. Come, take your place among our council, Earthwarder. Citizens of Valdrakon, hear me. From this day forth, Abyssian shall serve his people as Earthwarder and aspect of the Black Dragonflight.
Hello, champion.
So I said, Marithra's here, so I was going to talk to her because she's not normally here. And then I said, I was going to say, the Dream Dragonflight, the Green Dragonflight's charge has always been to protect the Emerald Dream. As our strength grows here in the Dragon Isles, so too does our ability to keep the dream safe. So their presence in the Dragon Isles is helping.
May your dreams be peaceful.
Helping with the with that. He's probably still like,
there's magic in everything.
Yep. Yeah, he's still like, it's magic and everything. The world is full of wonders.
The sands of time are plentiful.
It is time we speak, Arlaeya. I get the joke. Haha, you're a laugh a dozen. Sorry, I kill you in the future. Alexstrasza.
Holt Aldon She.
I wish I knew what Holt Undone She is. It's something dragons say. It's one of their sayings. I don't know what it is. I'm sure it means like blessings upon you or something like that, or nice to see you, or whatever. I don't know. Sibelian still says the same thing.
You stand before the rightful
Wrathion still says the same thing.
You stand before the Black Prince.
Yes, I stand before both of you. Anyway, let me talk to Abyssian.
There is honor in service.
What's this? A new path, but one I accept gladly. Earthwater's thanks. Grants 25,000 reputation with the Omnifin. A flower grown from the earth that the Earthwater has sworn to protect, as well as a gift to you for your heroism. I want to keep it though, but I need the rep. I'm going to hold on to this though until Tuesday when you get the weekly lone rep thing, and I'll just use it then to fill that out. But complete the quest.
Be careful.
Look at this. He looked so small. Look at him, he's so small. He's smaller than Kellic. He's older than Kellic, though, I think. But I think part of it is he went through the whole aspect dealio, whereas neither Marithra nor Abyssian have. So let's go over here to Abyssian, who now gets to stand here. I don't think he appears here afterwards, but
Let us work together.
okay, Abyssian. So here we go. And these two are hanging out here. We got Sibelian leaning up against the wall.
Come now.
Still saying the same
Speak.
thing. Wrathion's sitting on the steps,
I have been expecting you.
and he's still preoccupied.
Every action has consequences.
So, if you were paying attention, that's a dangerous spot to be, Wrathion. You might get hit with his tail. If you were paying attention, when Abyssian accepted the charge, when Alexstrasza asked if he accepted the charge, he said he would need his general and his diplomat. I think we know who's who. This is his
Can
general.
I trust you?
This is his
Speak your
diplomat.
mind.
So, and they're well suited. Sibelian, as long as he doesn't do dumb shit, he actually is a general. He's been doing it for forever on Outland. He is qualified to lead troops. Wrathion, what, with charisma score of like 40? As long as he keeps his snark in check and doesn't piss people off, he will be an excellent diplomat. He will be fantastic. He is very well suited to that. Clearly there might be things to iron out since he has a better relationship with people on Alliance side than he does on Horde side, but Abyssian is aspect, and Abyssian has a very good relationship with key people on the Horde, so I think it'll be fine. But I'm really super duper excited to see what happens, what develops from all of this. But this is really super cool. If you're coming in right now, hi, welcome. But this is a big spoiler if you haven't finished up the whole follow-up Aberrus quest. So just so you know, this might be a bit of a shock. If you have, then you know what I'm doing. I saved this just to stream because I wanted to see it on stream. I wanted to make sure that I also had a means to capture myself in the cutscenes, so yeah, I had an ulterior motive. Anyway, so this is exciting. Yeah, I am extremely pleased with how this turned out. This was pretty much exactly what I wanted to happen. I didn't peg Wrathion as diplomat, but I did peg Wrathion and Sibelian being counselors, advisors to Abyssian, and Abyssian being, having the chance to become aspect, because they will be the aspect eventually, but there's a whole thing that has to happen for them to become the same deal with Marithra, which is why they don't get their special upgrade like Caligos over here, who I believe is younger than both of them, but is bigger and flashier. So I think you get your extra accoutrement. Oh, hi! Hi, Alexstrasza. You have a quest for me. I didn't even realize that. So I'm not done yet, apparently. But I don't want to leave this, because I don't know if they're still going to be here afterwards. Alright, let's go over. See what Alexstrasza has. She's so big, it's hard to see when she has a quest. I mean, I could look here, but... Alright. It is related to this, right? It's not like some quest I never picked up. Anyway, I want to get a screenshot. I'm going to commemorate this. Even though it will be impossible to get all of them in this shot because Abyssian is in full dragon form. I don't think I could do that. Well, I'm going to go over here. Nope, I have to be further... Well, I can't get anyone else, really. I can get this bunch, though. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone. I wish there was a way to... They're so big. I wish I could pan up the camera somehow, but I can't, because if I do this, that's pretty good, actually. I don't know how I did that, but can I go out further? No, apparently not. So I'm not going to be able to get more than this shot. So.
Where there is life, there is hope.
Symbol of hope. Champion, Abyssian, Sibelian, and Wrathion have come to an agreement of who should lead. Oh, yeah, there is another cutscene. Now I know about it. Of who should lead, and are presenting a unified front. All three were quite eager to speak of your contributions and aid in Zarlek Caverns as well. It seems they are also in agreement that they could not have succeeded without you. High praise indeed, and well deserved. Please stay for a little longer. The other aspects and I have a matter to discuss, and I believe you should be here as well. Speak with Alexstrasza.
The red dragonflight will protect this world.
Okay. So I know what's coming up. I'm going to mute myself for a bit.
All life is worth saving. From pain we draw strength.
Through great heroism and resilience, the threat of Aberrus has been quelled. The Incarnates sought to use our fallen brother's memory as a weapon to divide us, turn us against each other, and weaken our resolve. They failed. Confronting these shadows has only made us stronger. Look upon us now. For the first time in an age, 5 aspects will take up our ancient charge once more and stand beside the mortal champions who have aided us at every turn.
For soon, Azeroth will welcome from the dream, a symbol of hope, and together we shall protect it.
And we shall protect it. I mean, it's relevant definitely that I have a night elf here for that. There were some complaints like that ending part just seemed to come out of nowhere. There's also complaints that Alexstrasza was like, so there's some void stuff going on down there. I don't know if the threat is completely gone. But it is a little, she's like, and now the Aberrus is no, I'm like, there's a giant ass void thing down there. I don't think we're done with that, but okay. And then Mirtha comes like, because New World Tree. It does seem to come a little bit in there. But yeah.
I will listen.
We still have much to do, but the sight of 5 united aspects fills my heart with hope and with joy. Thank you. Your part in this will never be forgotten.
Safeguard all life.
And that completes it. That completes it. If I look at... Yep. To continue the campaign. I can't raise my renown much higher. Except for the Niffin. But... there'll be more in the next patch. So I've done all the serious questline stuff for this patch. That was the last of it. Yeah. I don't want to leave, because I'm afraid if I leave and I come back, Abyssian's not going to be here anymore. And I don't know where he's going to be. I mean, are these two just going to hang out here too? Alright. So, I'm assuming they still say the same shit.
I will help if I
Oh!
know more.
Wait a minute. Okay. He's got a little bit more to say. I do not expect Sibelian and Wrathion to become the best of friends, but I am pleased to see them work together. I still see them clashing on some stuff. My flight spent thousands of years consumed with corruption, paranoia, and chaos. We need unity now more than ever. Your aid has not gone unnoticed. There is hope for the future of the Black Dragonflight because of you. Thank you.
For Azeroth, always.
You got anything to say now?
You stand before the Black Prince.
Still preoccupied. Alright.
The Black Dragonflight will be redeemed.
And you're still saying,
I'm
what is
the
it?
future of the Black.
I do think that at some point they really need to change their dialogue as quests progress, as storylines progress. Because Sibelian's still saying, like, he's the future of the Black Dragonflight now just seems weird. Do they have anything new to say?
Tell me.
Oh! Snap. Okay. Yeah, so this is Mirthra. Such a small seed, but fueled by hope and by love, it thrives. The time will come when it will leave the dream and come into Azeroth, grown and ready to fulfill its purpose. It was not until recently that I realized I too have a purpose to fulfill. My flight needed an aspect. I have filled that role for years, afraid to acknowledge it. If I did, then my mother would truly be gone. But she is not gone, and I am not a child. It is my place to lead my flight, and I will gladly do so. Ow, sorry. The cat decided to let me know it's his place to lead his flight. And I'm assuming you still say the same thing. Oh, no. No. Okay, cool. Our troubles may be far from over, but for the first time since the primal incarnates were released, my heart is warm with hope that we will succeed. My flight is not my only family, friend. The aspects and their flights are part of it as well. It's been long since we've come together like this. I missed it. Thank you for all you have done. If it was not clear by now, I consider you part of my family as well. Aw, Calic. Alright. I'll stop teasing you about never making portals in the raids that you're in. No, I won't. I'll still tease about it.
Fly true.
So I'm part of Calic's family, I guess.
I see you have a part to play in this.
You're very tall. As much as I would like to enjoy this victory, I cannot. The moment I fear draws ever closer, and there is nothing I can do to stop it. One can turn the hourglass to change the flow of the sands, but that only delays the inevitable, does not negate it. When that moment comes to pass, I know you will do what must be done. I thank you now before I am no longer able to do so. I already done it. I already did the end time dungeon.
The one path must be preserved.
I think it still says the same thing.
Wisdom guide us.
I'm not even... Yeah, no, that don't say anything different. Okay, bye. Alright, so talk to Alex Strasser. Alright. Just want to make sure, because I have a feeling once I leave this platform, I won't be able to talk to them anymore.
Greetings.
Long ago, Neltharion was a dear, dear friend. I regret that I was never able to reach him, to help him break free of the corruption that blighted his entire flight. I should not linger on the past. It is far too late to make amends with him. I know. But perhaps there are others I can reach.
Life endures.
So I'm wondering if she's referring to the incarnates. Alright. So, I mean, that's the end of that quest. If I leave, I'm going to guess they're gonna be gone. Maritha's gonna be gone. I don't know if, like, this phases, but let's find out. Then I have some more additional thoughts. Phased now? It's phased for this. For them to all be here. Alright, let me just... I want to test something. Because I have my... Let's see. I'm gonna fly out. So, I mean, it's worth flying, actually, the tier hold, come to think of it, because I want to finish up my other discussions about things.
Tierhold has fallen under siege.
Sarah Karanos.
Eliminate the invading forces.
So, oh hey, how did you guys get here so fast? So, I mean, there's not much you can do here. But if you've done this quest, pretty much it ends after you do it. You get him to move his arm a little bit. That's about the extent of it. So you're still trying to revive him.
Well met.
And now, Traverse here. This is from the Cheer
Got it.
quest. So, I've been saying this for a while. Does it not... Like, if you've done the Dragonscale Expedition quests, where they discover, like, what Tyr was doing to Proto-Drakes and the creation of the aspects, and that he was testing on dragons, he was experimenting, it just seems like it was just not borderline dodgy, pretty dodgy. Like, not torture or anything, it was disturbingly dispassionate. Yet Nosdormu and Alexstrasza treat Tyr like they don't question at all. There's no questioning. There's no... It's kind of disturbing how unwavering they are in their devotion to Tyr. That, like, from now on when I go up there, I'm going to see Abyssian hanging out at the seat. Yep. Cool. Alright, I'm happy about that. I'm very happy about that. And I guess this is... You can find... Wrathion's still... Is he... Nope, he's sitting. He was standing for a second. Now he's sitting. I guess they stay there now. Cool. But I think that's important to see. That Sibelian and Wrathion are there with Abyssian. Just to drive the point home, like, I can't do this alone. It has to be, like, all three of us have to do it, which is cool. I agree.